I'm an experienced TCG player and Pokemon Pocket is a TCG, so I thought I would catalog my entire Pokemon Pocket journey from booster pack pulls to online matches. Can we become the top ranked player, or will we fall into amateur hour? Find out that and more in JadeJonny's Pokemon Pocket Passage. And we're back with Pokemon Pocket Passage, everybody. Let's go ahead and start the day off right by cracking some packs. Alright, yeah, let's go, boys and girls. So you guys know that I'm trying to go professional in Pokemon Pocket, so we're going to have to get a good collection going. So let's go ahead and crack another Bulbasaur, Sandshrew, Hitmonlee, Pinsir, Tentacruel! Okay, pretty lame, not going to lie. But you guys know that my main focus right now is trying to go professional in Pokemon Pocket, and one of those things is going to have to be increasing our collection so we can build more and better decks. And I think with 99 plus, I think I have like 120 or something hourglasses. I mean, I think it's at 149 hourglasses. My bad. So let's go ahead and crack open 10 packs here. I have been loving this game so far. I obviously do post commentary over the video, so I've got to play a lot more than what you're seeing right now. Krabby, Lilligant, Heatmore, Weedle, Zebstrika, Lame, not gonna lie, Wheezing. Ooh! Golett, Weedle, Coughing, Golduck, Kakuta, Pawniard, Double, Venomoth, Porygon, dude, funny story, I'll tell you later. Shelter, Pidgey, Venomoth, Hitmonlee, Cubone, Cloyster, Sandshrew, Bisharp, Dratini, Rhydon, Weedle, Hitmonlee, Dragonair, Tinamo, Marowak, Shelter, Doduo, Electric, Eevee, Jinx, Golduck, Pidgeotto, Mewtwo, W, love to see it, Old Amber, Heatmore, Pawniard, Golduck, Frostmoth, a lot of dupes here, Venonat, Clobbopus, Kakuta, Golork, Venomoth. I'm not gonna lie, pretty lame packs so far, but funny story about the Porygon, right? My old editor for the Pokemon channel, for this channel, sent me a picture of the Porygon card and said, this card is broken. And I was like, what? Turns out he didn't read that it lets you look at the top card. He just assumed it lets you draw a card. Bro, can you imagine thinking that Jungle Mankey is broken? Let me know in the comment section if you think Jungle Mankey is broken, because I think Jungle Mankey might be the new tech for unlimited format. So, dude, our collection is starting to shape up pretty decently. Pretty decently indeed. I mean, like, 62 cards, nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at, if I'm being honest with you. Now, I don't know what we're going to do now, though. I guess we're just going to open some more packs. Just keep going. I mean, we got 2 more packs worth, right? So let's just keep going. We're gonna keep opening the Mewtwo pack until we get 2 copies of everything in the Mewtwo pack. I don't really see a reason not to open more Mewtwo packs, so let's just keep doing it. Zebstrika, Golett, Mincino, Bulbasaur, Dodrio. Not gonna lie, really wish I didn't open that Mewtwo pack. Let's see if I can crack anything better. I'm just gonna keep going. Let's just keep going, guys. We need so many more cards. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that ranked wasn't already in the game, I would be dumping money into this game. Okay, like just keep going. It's just keep cracking more and more packs. We're gonna go ahead and crack another pack, and let's see if we can't get anything good. Salazzle, Pawniard, Dragonair, Pawniard, Vaporeon. Was that a double Pawniard pack? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Double Pawniard pack makes this a double. That makes this an L pack. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Double Pawniard kind of blows. Bisharp, not that great. Not that great. I mean, it's decent, I guess. But I mean, like, a lot of people are gonna be on Sandslash. Sandslash is just a really good card all around. I mean, like, and then Marowak also has the potential to 2-hit KO one-hit KO anything in the game on a coin flip. So, I mean, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Guys. I don't know so much about if that was the best pack that we could have had with the double Pawniard. Let's see what we got on our quest. Can we complete any more? I probably should link a Nintendo account, but I'm a little bit worried about it because I mean, like, I moved to New Zealand to play this game, obviously, so I don't know how it'll do with a US Nintendo account. We're gonna go ahead and register more stuff. It doesn't look like we got any more quests that we've completed, so let's go ahead and see if we can't grab up all these items. I don't know if it's worth it to buy hourglasses with the shop tickets. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it or not. We're going to go ahead and accept all their friend requests because I'm pretty sure we probably have a couple more. Yeah, we have a couple more. So it turns out I'm actually recording this in the opposite order of of where it is in where it should be in the video. So this is actually the start of the video, but the end of the video has a bunch of matches in it. I couldn't remember which order I recorded them in, but that just showed me, and I feel really stupid for how I'm recording these right now. That was, not gonna lie, I made a tiny bit of a mistake there. I have made a mistake, but I don't think it's a mistake you should get mad about. I think it's a perfectly fine mistake. Let's go ahead and crack open some more packs, shall we? I think we got enough to open another 10 here. Another 10! Can we get a decent hit? You know what we need? We need full arts. Give us some alt arts. You know what I mean? Give us something good. Show us a Mewtwo. I want a Mewtwo. Give me a Mewtwo. Golett, Cloyster. Give us a Mewtwo EX. Give us a Mewtwo EX. Heatmore, Pidgeot, full art. Oh my god. Oh my god. It is so wonderful to see that. I wish it was better. It'll probably be better later on in the in the game's life cycle. But right now, Pidgeot, there's just no way to consistently see your evolutions. So stage 2 is just not that great. Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's a fun deck I want to play with. I really want to build an Aerodactyl deck. I think Aerodactyl is gonna be sleeper AF. We pulled 2 Aerodactyls back to back actually, so we have a full playset now. Articuno EX full art, isn't it beautiful? I wish it was better. I wish so much that it was better. But look at how beautiful it is. If we can get some Misties, I think the Articuno EX might just be a fun deck to play. Another Pidgeot full art. The last 10x packs did not have any full arts, did not have any hits. We just pulled 3 full arts in this 10x packs. This is so good. This is so good. We're not even done. Zubat, Kingler, Cubone, Frostmoth, Venomat, Zebstrika, Kakuna, double Kakuna, why? Double Kakuna, are you kidding me? Tentacruel, Psyduck, Salandit, double Salandit, what? Jinx, Zebstrika, Mincino, Zubat, Arbok. These double packs are killing us, guys. These double packs are killing us. We are actually actively in the process of dying with all of these dupe packs, okay? We could do without dupe packs here, you know what I mean? I'm just saying... I am just simply saying we could do without dupe packs, 151, 180 cards. Oh my god, guys, we're doing so great here. We're doing so great. Swipe up these cards, register them in the decks. I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. We're doing so great, guys. Let's keep going. Another booster pack. Let's keep doing it. It's just gonna keep going, guys. It's never gonna stop. We're just gonna keep opening packs for the rest of our lives. Call us Powder TCG. And we got a Helios, Kingler, Old Amber, Ralts, and a Muck. Muck, not that great of a card, not gonna lie, but it does combo pretty well with Weezing if we ever decide to go ahead and build one of those decks. We do have a decent core there. So I don't really like the idea of Muck or of Weezing because it's a high cost. It's a evolution that has to be in the active with a low damaging attack to get its ability. So let's go ahead and crack open another genetic Apex pack. Ivysaur, Heatmore, Rattata, Snum, Lickitung. Lickitung, one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon of all time. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's easily top 5 Gen 1 Pokemon for me. Not gonna lie. I mean, Mankey's obviously number 2, Squirtle's number 1, but I think Lickitung might be number 3. I think if we're not counting evolution lines in its entirety, their entirety, Lickitung might be my number 3 top 5 Kanto Pokemon of all time. I can't think of another one that would take that place. I really can't. We're going to go ahead and get our redemptions in, see if we can't open more packs. The best thing to do in this game is make sure that you're redeeming everything. Get every redemption. I'm still unsure of what I should use my store points for. I could honestly probably use my store points to unlock some more packs. I'm not sure. Tell me in the comment section down below. I might have already done it by the point that you guys could comment on this video. So, but I'm pretty sure you could pull most of everything inside the set. Like I'm pretty sure you could pull most of everything inside the inside all the promos and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you can pull them inside booster packs, so they might just be worth buying more hourglasses for the booster packs. We'll have to see whenever I get to redo all the value and stuff like that. We'll have to see. Zebstrika, Cubone, Waltz, Shelter, and Kingler. A dud of a pack, not gonna lie. We are getting pack points with each of these packs, so we may end up just spending stuff on that. We'll see in a video or two. Not gonna lie, we're gonna have to like make sure we do more research before we redeem anything. But let's go ahead and jump into games. Alright, now let's get back into the actual gameplay of Pokemon TCG Pocket. I mean, I think we might end up cracking some packs beforehand. I did have to take a little break in between everything, in between recording, and I forgot which portion of the video was supposed to go first, and this is the one that I'm commentating over second, despite the fact I recorded it first. So let's go ahead and open up a Mewtwo pack. Let's see what we can get. Again, I want a Mewtwo EX, Coughing, Rhyhorn, Ghastly, a full art Koga! Oh, it's so beautiful! I love him. I love him. I want him more, and I want him more, and he's so good. Oh my god, he's so good. And a Marowak. That full heart Koga honestly makes my day, and I don't know why it wouldn't make everyone else's. It's not the best card to have, right? Like, it's not the best card, because again, I mentioned it earlier in the video. I don't like the Weezing strategy, because I don't like Weezing getting stuck in the active unless I have the Koga, and there's not enough consistency tools to get the Koga. So I don't like the Weezing strategy, but it is a cool strategy that does exist. I'm not gonna rate the game. You can't make me rate the game. I haven't even gotten to play ranked gameplay yet. I'm not ranking anything until I can rank in your game. Thank you very much. Just saying. I'm just gonna say what we're all thinking. Without any ranked gameplay, how can I say if the game is good or not? So I'm gonna go to the shop, see if I can't get our daily redemption. Let's get our daily gifts, our daily reward, right? You get the complimentary item set. Let's see if we can't get the daily rewards. I'm dumb. I just cannot do anything. Clearly, let's redeem our daily quest, and let's see if I can actually grab the daily item. I can't grab the daily items. I think I'm just stupid. Like, let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. I think I'm just stupid, right? Like, there's nothing stopping me from doing it. Let's do a wonder pick on this Dragonite, that full art Dragonite. Let's see if we can't get it. I like Dragonite's attack. I really think Dragonite's a really cool card, and I love Dragonite. See if we can't get, you know, the attack. It doesn't really matter what you click because it is randomized, so it's not like, you know, clicking the same card will, like, you know, always give you the same card. So I just click the same card anyways, because who knows, maybe it'll just not shuffle it. We get a Pidgeotto. We'll go really great with our full art Pidgeot that we pulled earlier in the video, but it's whatever. I mean, like, we pulled 2 full art Pidgeots. That's kind of wild to think about, right? Like, not many of our full arts are actually playable right now, at least right now. Let's send a thanks. Always send your thanks so that players will know to send thanks back to you and vice versa. I mean, like, it gives you the shop redeem token, so I mean, obviously there's a point to actually doing it. Even if, like, you know, they're not your friend or anything like that, just always send the thanks. The thanks is always a great benefit to other players. So make sure you're sending those thanks to other players so that they will send them back to you whenever, you know, they have the opportunity to thank you. I feel like that's going to be a super important thing the players should be doing. On top of that, they do also have, like, you know, sometimes you do have quests for, you know, them like this. Like, I mean, like, you know, you can redeem a quest for them. So yeah, I really think that making sure that the community knows to send thanks is super important. So make sure that you are always sending those, you know, quests. Like, I mean, like, always sending those things whenever you're playing the game. It's one of the most important mechanics that is probably going to go underutilized. Now, here I'm gonna let's go ahead and customize the deck a bit. I mean, your deck is based off the starter, based off your first EX that you pull. I pulled Marowak, so I have a Sandslash deck. So important things that you're going to need: Pokeballs, etc., adding in duplicate copies of cards whenever you get multiple. For example, like I only have one Marowak EX. Whenever I get another Marowak EX, I want to make sure that I add that second Marowak EX into the deck, because them having to KO 2 EXs instead of one Prizer and two, or one and 1 2 Prizer is, you know, a lot, you know, better than them having, yeah, you get what I mean. So make sure you're customizing those decks with those pulls that you're getting. I mean, we're just gonna make sure that we have a fully optimized fighting type deck, because I mean that's what we're rocking right now. We don't really have many cards in the way of building other decks. So what am I doing? What are you doing? Me. You're in the wrong deck. Me. I'm gonna try to build a sidekick deck. I see. Don't do this, guys. Don't try and scramble together decks. Don't try to scramble together decks if you don't have the cards for them. You're just gonna end up wasting a lot of your time trying to make that work. Let's just not do that, and let's just go customize the Sandslash deck, and that's gonna be much easier to do. I'm not gonna lie. At the point where I'm at right now, I'm recorded another day's worth of footage into this. So past this point, I'm probably gonna end up having to customize the deck a bit more. Let me know if you guys want to see that whenever I do that on camera, or whenever you guys want to see me do that off camera. I'll work for you. So if you guys are okay with me editing these decks, so I'm not doing commentary over me adding in, you know, another Hitmonlee or removing Hitmonlee and adding in like Marowak. I mean, if you guys don't want to see that, then just let me know in the comment section down below, so I can exclude those parts like that, or any shop purchases as well. After this, we are going to go into a fast forward. We're going to fast forward through some gameplay, because I do unlock some more ranked decks, or some more rental decks after I get done customizing the deck. So we are going to fast forward. The timestamp will be linked on the screen for afterwards, and then we'll be going into some ranked, some online play against other players. It'll be 20 minutes and 11 seconds into the video is when we'll be into the actual proper PvP.
Wake up, no sunlight, so cold, sleep is nice, so tired, my eyes fight, they just wanna close, back up tight, get up, hoodie on, hard work at the crack of dawn, this life ain't for the weak ones, no, this life pure only for the strong, feeling slow, shake it off, don't got time for negative thoughts, red sight, got the dot, shoot my shot, I want the top, never lost, got my plot, know my story, I know my boss, I will fight against the clock, time's a limited gift from God. One day I will have my victory, crush all my enemies so viciously, work so hard my hands are blistering, and they will carve my name in history. Wake up to the sound of the drums, stand up, locked and loaded, here I come. I'm here to stay, here to fight another day, you can't stop me with some pain, I am here to make a change. Whoa. Yeah, I'm a student of the game, I study every single frame, I don't just listen, man, I change, and grow a little every day. I got this hunger deep inside of me, I got this need, it keeps on guiding me, I got this energy providing me, it's all I need to overcome all my anxiety. One day I will have my victory, crush all my enemies so viciously, work so hard my hands are blistering, and they will carve my name in history. Wake up to the sound of the drums, stand up, locked and loaded, here I come. I'm here to stay, here to fight another day, you can't stop me with some pain, I am here to make a change. Whoa.
Alright, and we are done grinding rental decks for now. We're just gonna go ahead and jump into some verses because, I mean, like, this is... I really regret doing the rental decks. I'm not gonna lie to you. That took a lot of time, a lot more time than I expected it to. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to unlock more stuff, and I saw rental decks had rewards. Let me know in the comment section if you guys are okay if I do those off screen. I can also, again, just speed through them like I did with the you know, the actual, like what I just did, you know. I can still speed through them like that, but I mean, that's being said. Oh my god, can you guys hear that? That's so loud. Oh my god, people have no manners. So we're gonna start off with the Sand Shrew, which we have the Sand Slash that we could lead into. We're gonna go ahead and drop the Rhyhorn, the Onyx, and the Cubone in the back. We can evolve Sand Shrew into Sand Slash on our second turn. So, or we could just hit him with we are going second, so yeah, we can evolve him on our second turn and hit it in for 70 instead of the 10 that Sandshrew deals. So we have a decent start out the gate, but he does start with a Golett that has 90 HP. That's a little frustrating, not gonna lie. That's very tanky. But he is also having a lot of evolutions. He has a lot of evolutions in play. So we do have the ability to do some decent damage here while he's trying to draw into his evolutions. I mean, like I'm pretty sure we have a 2-hit KO here on Golett. I mean, so that's really great. Or a 3-hit KO. My bad. A 3-hit KO on Golett here. He has the Mewtwo in the back. Then he has 2 basics. He didn't draw an evolution, so we're not seeing the Golett come down. We're not seeing the Woobat come down. Or the Swoobat come down. We're not seeing the Slowbro yet. So we're gonna go ahead and do Sand Slash here. Get Sand Slash, use Slash for 70. Bring him down to 10. He's gonna retreat out most likely. I would retreat out if I have the ability to here. I don't think he would. He'd have to have X speed. He'd have to have X speed and use his attachment to retreat. We got the Slowbro coming down here. Okay, cool. So he does play the Golurk, but I mean, like, that's not. I mean, you just lose a card in hand. Like, you don't even have like the bluff for a potion or anything later in the game. So that's, I don't see how useful that is. We do equip an energy to Onyx. This will allow him to, you know, only need 2 more attachments to be able to start attacking. I mean, we're trying to set up our bench here so that we're able to start doing 2-hit KOs onto Mewtwo. Or 3-hit KOs on a Mewtwo. I mean, we want to be able to make sure that we're KOing that Mewtwo. He brings in the Woobat. I don't get why he brings in the Woobat here. I guess he's just bringing in the Woobat to sacrifice. But I mean, like, you're not really doing much with the Woobat. You probably would have been better bringing in the Slowbro, take this, you know, like for a 2-hit KO. I mean, I don't know. What do I know? It's just still relatively early in my career, so of Pokemon Pocket. I'm gonna go ahead and equip an energy to Onyx, and then I'm gonna have the Sand Slash do Slash, pick up the KO onto Woobat. He's going to be able to bring in Mewtwo or Slowbro. Either way he brings in, I have a 2-to-hit, 3-hit KO, depending on what he brings in. I think he brings in the Mewtwo here. I mean, like, if I were him, I'd bring in the Mewtwo. I have the ability to do 50 damage with the first attack on this turn. I mean, I'm not doing Psy Strike here, so he does 50 damage. I bring him to 40. I go ahead and activate. I go ahead and use Slash, bring him to 80, and then, I mean, that lines me up pretty decently to bring in the Onyx on the preceding turn after Sand Slash is knocked out. Bring him to 10. I can drop the Hitmonlee and tap the Hitmonlee attack into Mewtwo. I think that's the game plan I'm going with here, is because that way if he's able to retreat out the Mewtwo, then I still have that 3-hit KO due to Hitmonlee. So we're gonna go ahead and research here. I don't know what I'm looking for. I get the Marowak. That's pretty cool, I guess. I can start setting up the that Cubone to be able to pick up to be able to attack if need be. Please tell me I don't equip to the Onyx. I don't equip to the Onyx. I know better. I don't equip to the Onyx here. I equip to the Cubone. What am I doing? I'm throwing. Oh my god. Oh, okay. What am I doing here, brother? Okay, I'm going X speed, and then I'm going to retreat into the Onyx. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Okay, cool. I'm not doing anything stupid. I'm not doing anything unnecessarily stupid here. I'm going to go for the Onyx Land Crush. Is going to be making it to where I can do 80. Oh, I get it, because then if then he has to line up to the fact where he does the 50 this turn, then he does 60 to get the KO. So he can either use 120 and discard 2 energy, or yeah, I see what I'm doing. I'm cooking. I am cooking. The only thing that could really mess this up is if he has a boss's orders or if he has a Giovanni. But I mean, even then, if he has the Giovanni, then what happens is Onyx does 70 on the preceding turn, bring him to 10, and then Cubone still comes in, or Sandslash still comes in and picks with the KO. Again, I can also drop Hitmonlee on my preceding turn, and then I can equip it with a fighting energy and pick up the KO. So honestly, I'm in a really great situation here. I'm not really in a stressful situation. I mean, I do 70 here. I get the potion. Doesn't even matter. If I drop the potion here on Onyx, then I force him to activate. I force him to use a Side Strike attack. So I think I dropped the potion here. If I were me, I would drop the potion here, force him to use a Side Strike attack. But I mean, at the same time, I still have the KO with Sandslash, right? Like I still have the KO with Sandslash if he KOs the Onyx. So I'm not necessarily stressing it, because he's kind of essentially forced to retreat here, right? And if he doesn't retreat, if he KOs the Onyx, then at that point, then I'm able to, again, drop the Hitmonlee and pick up the KO on the preceding turn with Hitmonlee. So I'm in a great spot. Like, I mean, like, I'm in a very good spot here, right? I mean, honestly, I don't really see a way he could win this from this position. I think, honestly, yeah, just screenshot this because it's hilarious. Onyx putting in the work here. Onyx putting in the work. I love Onyx so much. Onyx is just such a great Pokemon. And then he picks up the KO here. I bring in the Sandslash because it's just an attachment to KO. And, yeah, we win our first PvP game. That's actually kind of exciting, isn't it? Like, I mean, like, I get that there's no rank system, so we're just kind of queuing into whoever's online. But I mean, like, we win our first PvP game against a very, you know, Mewtwo's expected to be a super strong deck in the format. So I was really excited about that because I mean, like, you know, I wasn't expected to win that. I mean, like, you know, I just wasn't on my expected list. I mean. So we'll take those. We'll take those. Those are W's. Those are W's indeed. And especially a 1-to-3 ratio. Like, I mean, a 3-to-1 ratio. Like, I mean, like, I'm definitely fine with that. I'm definitely 100% fine with that. Especially considering, like, you know, like, I planned that out. Like, let's face it. I'm me. I'm playing that out. I'm smart. I swear I'm smart. So, about the rental decks, like I said, go ahead and comment down in the comment section down below if you guys want me to do the rental decks. You know, where you guys get to watch me do the unlocks for them and whatnot. We're gonna go ahead and unlock a couple more features here because I mean that's what happens when you level up. You just kind of get spammed with unlock features. Let me know what you want. If you're okay with seeing, like, you know, all these unlock screens. Obviously, I'm going to keep showing the packs and the PvP battles. But like whenever I go to edit a deck, or if I make any purchases in the game, like with shop tickets and stuff like that, let me know what you guys think about me like, you know, uploading that part of the video. Because I feel like this is a lot of fluff. There's a lot of fluff in this video in particular. I mean, the first video was like 20 minutes long. This one's over an hour long. I mean, so let me know if you guys are okay with me cutting out that fluff. Because, I mean, like, right now, like, you guys don't need to see me scrolling through advanced missions. I mean, like, here's no point. But, I mean, I want to, like, be upfront with, like, how I'm doing it and, like, how I'm improving, if I am improving at all. I want to be upfront and honest about, like, you know, any progress I'm making in the game. So I want to, like, you know, record stuff like that, especially like for documentational purpose. I want to be able to look back and see, like, you know, what I did wrong later on. Like, maybe I'm not using the flare items like I'm getting right now, right? Like, maybe I'm not using that, and, like, you know, there's a benefit to that. Or maybe, like, you know, I should be buying stuff in the shop because there's actually a cap limit or something like that, right? Like, you know, stuff like that where it's just like, you know, I'm not sure if you guys care to see stuff like that. Like, you know, like, I mean, like, right now I could buy, like, you know, 2 of the 6 hourglasses, and I mean that would allow me to open up 4 packs, or 2 packs. So I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, you know, there's just I could buy promos, but I mean, like, I think all those promos are available in the booster packs. So I don't really want to spend in-game currency on the promos if I crack them in packs, because I know once rank is announced that I'm going to that I'm most likely going to end up spending money. I'm hesitant to spend money right now because they said that ranked is uncertain at the moment. They're not entirely certain that they're going to be including ranked or adding in, like, you know, a competitive scene for the game. So I'm hesitant to spend any money whatsoever on it, because I mean, like, the money that I could spend on it, I could spend into other games that I play. Like, I could spend it into solo leveling Arise, which I'm, like, you know, top 50 player in the world right now. I could spend it into I could spend it into the physical TCG and start working towards that instead. I could spend it into Elestrals because it's a game I play. I could spend it into you know, other games and other hobbies, and even $10. I mean, like, you know, $10 is 3 booster packs for some games. I mean, it's 2 booster packs for a lot of games. It's collector's items. I mean, so yeah, I'm just hesitant to do anything really with money in this game, because it's just like, if there's no competitive scene, I don't want to waste money. You know what I mean? So this is the pack point exchange. I mean, you can spend points that you get for opening packs to buy cards. I mean, like you have Venomoth, the Beedrill, like you could buy anything in the set essentially. I don't think you can buy full arts or special arts or anything like that, but yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and jump back into the matches. I'm ranting, I'm raving, I'm kind of crazy, not gonna lie. I'm just trying to fill in the time with some of the, I don't know where to take this series. Like, if I'm being honest with you, because I mean, like, normally, right, like, there's ranked, right? So like, I could just go like, oh, I'm gonna climb the ladder, but there is no ladder. So do I just record it where I'm like, working on playing the level up? I mean, like, what do I do here, right? You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and flip coins. So let's go first. I hate going first in this game. Going first is horrible in this game. We got the Cubone, Hitmonlee, and Sandshrew. Honestly, whenever you have a hand like this, you should always leave Hitmonlee, because Hitmonlee is able to do damage to the bench, so if they have bench Pokemon, then you can start hitting them. He doesn't play anything in the bench, though, so it doesn't matter. For it doesn't matter. I'm going to go red card here. This is going to shuffle in back one card. I have never, at this point, right, like, I've played, like, maybe 3 or 4 hours extra than what I've recorded, or, like, what I'm uploading right now, right? I've only ever red carded for one card. Like, they've only, like, the most I've ever hit with a red card is one card, right? Like, I've taken on them from 4 cards to 3 cards. I've never taken them down from, like, 6 cards to 3 cards. Ever. Because if they ever have 6 cards in their hand, then they don't want that. They're not playing them for a reason, because they can't use them. So, I mean, like, you want them to keep the 6-card hand, right? Like, so, I'm sitting here, and I'm like, red card kind of sucks. It feels like a red card feels bad. I mean, in all honesty, there's no major cards that draw cards. Like, the best one's probably Meowth. But, yeah, he drops the Magmar. Magmar does, some decent damage once he gets its energy online. So I'm going to go use Hitmonlee. I'm going to hit down that Magmar on the bench so that we can start dealing damage. I have the Marowak in hand, so I can evolve that Cubone into Marowak, which I'm probably going to start building up that Marowak now that I've started, now that I got the Hitmonlee online, I can start building up that Marowak while I do damage to that bench Magmar. I want to KO that Magmar, or I want to make it to where I can KO everything in 2 hits. Honestly, right now, what I should do right now is I should start doing damage to the Doduo, because that Magmar is within range of everything, right? Like, I mean, like, there's nothing that Magmar is not in range of. I mean, I should start hitting down that, I think it's a Pidgey. Is it a Pidgey or a Doduo? That's a Doduo. Okay, cool, I'm not crazy. I should start hitting down that Doduo. Because Doduo can evolve into Dodrio. Magmortar is not in the game, so Doduo can evolve into Dodrio. And Dodrio is out of the range of a Marowak Boomerang one hit. So, yeah, Dodrio does evolve into, oh, I guess it's not. Why did I think it was 90? Oh, okay. Hey, I am not making stupid plays. I probably could have used the potion here. Potion wouldn't have done anything. What am I talking about? I don't know why I keep thinking potion's 30. I've made the mistake like 5 times thinking potion's 30, okay? So I go ahead and evolve the Cubone. I'm going to go ahead and evolve that Cubone into Marowak here. Yeah, I want to get that, I want to get some massive damage online. I only need 1 heads to KO literally everything that I see right now. Alright, I don't need, it's not really a risk to do this. I mean, there's no risk involved in bringing in this Marowak. I go one heads. That's all I needed. Get that KO on that Magmar. That gives me one prize point, bringing us to a total tied. He brings the duo. I can hit the one coin flip. On average, you're gonna deal 80 with Marowak, which is really decent for 2 energy. So definitely not much of a downside to running Marowak. Marowak is honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Marowak is sleeper, right? Because, I mean, like, you will have those coin flips where you'll flip, like, 2 heads and then knock out a Mewtwo, right? Like, that's not an unrealistic scenario to find yourself in. And on average, you'll flip a coin and have a 2-hit KO on anything in the format, right? Like, I mean, anything in the format. Maybe Venusaur can cheese its way out with its support, but, I mean, like, and its natural passive heal. But, I mean, outside of that, right? Like, you're on average, you're going to have, a 2-hit KO on anything in the format. And, I mean, it's only a stage 1. So you're not having to, draw, like, a 3-part Ascension line. You're only having to draw, the Cubone and the Magmar. But I'm talking too much about, like, the theory of it. I'm gonna go Boomerang, and we're just gonna keep flipping. Let's just keep flipping. We only need to hit a 50-50. That's it. We just need to hit. There's a 75% chance we get hits. 75% chance we get hits. all we need to keep doing is hitting that 75%. So we just keep flipping. Flip, 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 flip. We just keep going, and we're just gonna keep going, man. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's all I'm saying, right? Like, I mean, shoot. They're gonna go ahead and bring in. It doesn't really matter what you bring in, right? Like, I mean, in all reality, right? I have the I can drop Hitmonlee here, and I can equip it with a fighting energy, and I can pick up the KO on the Magmortar, on the Magmar. I don't know why I keep saying Magmortar, but I can pick up the KO on the Magmar by dropping a Hitmonlee here and attaching it with the fighting energy, retreating into it, and then pick up that KO on the Magmar, win the game. I mean, there's nothing he could do here outside of using a potion on the Magmar to really mess with that. I will always have game here. Like, there's never a situation where I don't have game here unless he does the potion, right? So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop the Hitmonlee. Come on. Don't be stupid. Hey! Hitmonlee, I'm going to use the X speed so I don't actually have to, I don't have to, detach from Boomerang in case from Marowak in case I misclick here, and, like, click Rhyhorn or something like that. I'm able to, easily, take care of this. Go for the stretch kick onto that Magmar, pick up the KO, and, I mean, it's just too easy. Pick up the KO here. Dude, I'm telling you, Hitmonlee is super sleeper because it allows you to turn those 3-hit KOs into 2-hit KOs. It allows you to turn that, 2-hit KOs into 1-hit KOs. Hitmonlee is sleeper, especially if you get it in the lead. Oh my god. Oh my god. And it sucks because I've learned this before, right? But later on in, other matches that I've done since, for some reason I just forget. It's something I've learned and it's something I knew, right? In the first game I play, it was something I knew. But, later on, I've just forgotten. So, we got Kavoth here, and we're going to go ahead and knock him out. He's got the Giovanni supporter as his lead, so, as his icon. So, let's see if we can't, mess with him a bit, right? Let's see if he uses damage modifiers or not. I mean, looking at our hand, guys. Looking at our hand. We got the... Yeah, okay, Hitmonlee. I was about to say Sandshrew lead. Come on, man. We're looking at the hand right now. How you gonna lead the Sandshrew? You got the Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee's super great, by the way. Okay, that's Psyduck, right? Golduck is just out of range. I'm pretty sure Golduck has 80 energy, right? Golduck is just out of range from the Hitmonlee's from a Sandslash, right? It's just out of range from a Boomerang, right? I mean, also, by the way, Farfetch'd is stupidly broken. Okay, let me tell you something, right? Farfetch'd is stupidly broken. 40 damage on a 1 energy basic? Bro, what am I doing? Why did I attach the Sandshrew? What? Bro, no. Okay, I guess my thought process here is right? Let Farfetch take down the Hitmonlee. I don't know what I'm thinking here because I can go potion on the Hitmonlee and then he'd be out of range of another leak slap and then still have the same amount of energy with 30 damage on the Psyduck. In all reality, that's what I should have done. I don't know what I'm doing here, right? I'm making mistakes of a century right now, right? This is why you watch back your matches and you see what you could have done differently because you see stuff like that and you're just I could have definitely lost the game for this move, right? This was a mistake where I could definitely see myself losing the game for, right? I'm going to go ahead and attach an energy to the Sandshrew. We're going to evolve it into Sandslash, attach an energy to it. I wish that whenever I move this stuff on screen onto it while there's still an animation going on, it would let me the action go through like it would in, Hearthstone, for example. I wish that it, had that Hearthstone-like mechanic where it's even with timer or whatever going on the screen that you could, you could still move stuff around. Because I feel like if you're gonna have the timer ticking down when I'm taking game actions, right, or whenever stuff on the screen is happening, then let me take game actions while the stuff on the screen is happening. Because as long as it's not messing with consistency of anything. See here, this is exactly what I mean, right? I don't have a 2-hit KO. I have a 2-hit KO onto this Golduck. If I had done the Hitmonlee, attach fighting energy, potion the Hitmonlee, and then do 30 damage to the bench, right? I would have a 1-hit KO right now. And that's a mistake that could certainly end up costing me here, right? Right now I have the 2-hit KO, but I would have had the 1-hit KO if I'd done it the other way. So we're gonna go ahead and start dealing damage here to this Golduck. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't see a way. I don't see a way that I can, like, do anything here, right? Like, I'm looking at this right now, right? With, I'm like, attach on the Cubone. Cubone still gets a one-hit KO'd from a Golduck because of weakness. Because I'm pretty sure Cubone is weak to Earth. Or weak to water. Actually, hold up. What I could do, Sand attach to Cubone, Sand slash for 70. He, and then, you know, that brings him to 20. I have the Cubone, so I can bring in the Cubone on the next turn and hope that I get the Marowak off the Professor's Research, or off the regular draw for turn. If I do this, then I just have to rely on a coin flip. I have to rely on a 75% chance to hit heads, and that's, honestly, we've seen me do it every single time so far. I mean, the odds are in my favor to land a heads, you know what I mean? So, I mean, literally, the odds are in my favor to land a 75% chance heads. So I think that's what I'm going for. I think that's what I should go for here, right? Like, I think I bring in this Cubone, research, and hope that I get the Marowak here. Because the Golduck's picking up the KO. There's no world where the Golduck doesn't pick up the KO here, right? Unless he retreats into Pyukumuku for some reason, then that would work too. He does play the Staryu here. I don't like seeing the Staryu, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know anything about the Starmie EX, or the Starmie EX going into this. As a matter of fact, I don't think I know it existed going into this, if I'm being 100% honest. Like, I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think I knew the Starmie EX existed in this match. So, I mean, I may be blissfully unaware of it. I do get the Marowak off the top deck, so, I mean, like, the hope was there, the hope was real, I went for it, and I got it, right? So now, all we have to do is hit a 75% chance, okay? But this isn't asking for much. Just give me the 75, and we got the 75. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That 75% chance, you know, it's always a 100% chance of being honest with you. Like, you're always going to get the 80. You know, you're always getting at least the 80 in. So we pick up the KO on that Golduck. What is he going to bring in? I think he brings the Staryu here. I think he already has a Starmie in hand, so he's like, you know, already set up. Yeah, he brings the Staryu here, and I think he already has a Starmie in hand. I may be wrong. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. I want to say that he does play the Starmie here, though. If I'm remembering correctly, the Starmie comes down here. We're waiting on opponent, though. So, I might be remembering wrong. Because I feel like if you have the Starmie, you already just instantly evolve into the Starmie, right? Like, I mean, like, I feel like you show you have the Starmie. Okay, he does have the Starmie. He does have the Starmie. So, I have a 2-hit KO onto the Starmie. I have at least a 2-hit KO onto the Starmie. It could be a 1-hit KO, but I have at least a 2-hit KO, and he doesn't have the potential to KO Marowak from this range, right? Like, he does 90, I think is what it said, right? He has 90 to my 140. If I'm weak, then it's 110, so I'll be at 30. So I'm perfectly fine with this. I'm going to go ahead and use the red card here. He has a lot of cards in hand. I mean, I don't know why I used the red card here, if I'm being honest with you. It doesn't feel like it was the best play, but I do use the red card here. I'm going to go ahead and use Professor Oak. I'm going to get 2 Pokeballs. I'm going to use the Pokeballs. I want to thin out the deck as much as possible. I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't necessarily think there's a Pokemon that I would actually end up playing here. Maybe Rhyhorn. I might play Rhyhorn here, because Rhyhorn does have decent, a decent stat line. But I don't get any of that. So I honestly don't think that I put anything on the bench right now. I don't think I should put anything on the bench right now. I think I should just attach a energy to Onix and then look to set up a Revenge KO or a retreat into an Onix while I'm at low. I guess I'm just going to attach the Changer. I think I do have a second Sandslash here, so I do have a second Sandslash in the deck, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and do the coin flip. Yo, we got the 75. Yo, we got the 25. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. We got the 25% chance for double heads. I think that's how the math works out, right? Like, yeah, I want to say that's how the math works out. I don't necessarily know if that's how the math works out, but we're going to go with that, right? We do get the double heads to pick up the 1-hit KO onto that Starmie. I mean, this guy's seething right now, right? Like, he's got to be seething. He's going like, bro, ain't no way. I mean, in all reality, though, right? Like, I had the 2-hit KO on the Starmie, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. He could have dealt 110 at most, 120 at most, because he could play Giovanni's, I guess. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's honestly in the air as to whether or not that double heads mattered. But it was possible that it mattered. I don't see a world where it mattered, but I guess there's always the possibility it did. So we're going to pair into Pick. Look at this hand. Isn't it neat? Drop the Hitmonlee. Come on. Drop the beat. Yes, let's go. We get the Hitmonlee on the bench. We got the Cubone on the bench. We got the Sandshrew on the bench. Oh my god! And he has the Pidgey. Oh, dude, come on. Bro, I have the worst Pokemon to be in the active right now in this situation, right? Like, Pidgey, oh my god, this is the worst. No Pokemon on bench. Yo, okay, he plays the Pokeball. Is he going to play something on the bench? Come on, show me the bench. Show me the bench play. Show me the bench play. Bro, he actually plays something on the bench. He could have made Hitmonlee literally useless, but he goes to play something on the bench. I draw the Sandslash. I drew the Sandslash. I don't know what I'm possibly digging here for with the Pokeball. I get the Sandshrew, I guess. I guess that's neat. I guess that's okay. Go for the Stretch Kick here. Deal 30 damage to the Machop. I mean, this you know, 40 damage on like at the Machop. I have a one-hit KO on basically everything I draw now. And he goes into Machoke. Machoke, you know, has 70 HP after that Stretch Kick. So, I mean, he uses Sabrina. Sabrina is basically Gust, but your opponent uses, so it's not the best card. I bring in the Sandshrew here. Sandshrew is pretty cool. I like Sandshrew. It's a cool card. Sandshrew is going to take 10 here from the Pidgey, and that's fine. I have the Sandslash in hand. Minimize the possibility of it getting knocked out in retaliation. So I could also just attach a Fighting Energy and go for the Scratch, which is probably the best play. I don't believe that Pidgeotto has the ability to KO. I actually retreat into Hitmonlee. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but I mean, I guess in the world that he has Machamp, then this is the right play, I assume. I'm going to go with I know what I'm doing. All right, like I'm going to hope I know what I'm doing here. I don't necessarily think I do, though. I definitely think that, you know, trying to kill out Pidgey here would probably be the best play. Don't want Pidgeot getting on the board whenever I drop a Rhyhorn. You know, if I have Rhyhorn in the bench, I don't want Pidgeot getting on the board. And we see Pidgey get another energy attachment for turn. He knows I'm not worried about the Pidgey, apparently. And I don't think that that's a good idea on my part. I don't remember how this game goes. I'm being honest with you. So I don't necessarily think this is good for me. If I'm being 100% honest. I think I'm being very stupid by letting that Pidgey survive. But, hey, what do I know? I'm more worried about the Machamp that's going to come down. Pidgeotto comes down. Oh my god, yeah, that 10 damage the Sandslash would have done actually would have been relevant. Oh my god, no. Sandslash could pick up a 2-hit KO here. Oh no. Sandslash has to take a 2-hit KO if he's going to come down right now. I mean, and Ow, I don't like this. I don't like the situation I'm in, if I'm being honest. This is actually a very horrible situation I'm in. If I'm smart here, I attach to the Rhyhorn, and I evolve the Sandshrew so he doesn't red card. I attach to the Cubone. I question the logic of that. I do pick up the KO on the Machoke here, which I think that's a good play. I think at this point, right, I've already thrown away the chance to, you know, to one-hit KO that, 2-hit KO that Pidgeotto or late game, right? Like, I've already thrown that away. So I definitely think that I should have had that Sandslash in the that Sandshrew in the active, and I should have been going for the KO onto that Pidgeotto. Pidgeot comes down here. Pidgeot is like the worst Pokemon to see right now, if you're me, right? Like, it is the worst. I have a 2-hit KO with Sandslash, or with Sandshrew. Oh, yeah, no, Sandslash. I have a 2-hit KO here with Sandslash because I can go Sandshrew into the active, attach, return, evolve, do 70, bring him to 60. But he can also just go Pidgeotto, Gust, and then, you know, bring in one of my bench Pokemon and pick up a 1-hit KO. I think I'd bring in Cubone, if I'm being honest with you. I think Cubone would probably be a sacrificial lamb that I'd be okay with making at this point. I'm going to go Professor's Research here. This is going to allow me to draw 2 cards. I'm going to go, I hope that I get the Marowak EX. Marowak EX? No Marowak EX. Okay. Essentially what this is going to boil down to is I'm going to need a Marowak EX to save my soul. You know what I mean? It's one of those Hail Mary moments, you know what I mean? He's going to go for the Gust effect here, most likely, and this is going to force... I'd bring in Cubone. I don't know if Cubone is the right play to bring in if he goes for a Gust effect. I feel like it has to be, though, right? Like, I mean, like, Cubone has to be the right play. I don't know. Like, I want my active to go down to bring Sandslash in, but at the same time, like, sacrificing the Cubone for the sake of for the sake of bringing in Sand Slash. I don't think that's a good trade-off. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's not a good trade-off. I might be crazy, but like I mean like I don't think that's a good trade-off. I mean, being 100 here, I question if that was worth it, because I mean I'm gonna end up having to rely. I guess Sand Slash does pick up the 2-hit KO here, right? Like I guess it does pick up the 2-hit KO, but I mean like at this point I'm relying on I'm relying on Machamp not dealing 90 damage. And I don't think that's a good idea to rely on, right? Like, if he has the Machamp, I'm relying on Machamp not doing 90 damage. I don't think that's a good idea if I'm being 100% here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it does deal 90 damage at least, though. I'm pretty sure it does. If he has the Machamp, I mean, there's not much you know, consistency tools in Pokemon in Pokemon Pocket, so he may not have the Machamp, and in which case I can just retreat into Marowak and, you know, be at a decent damage. He has the Machamp though, and it has 180 base HP, so Marowak can't even, you know, coin flip on if it does a 2-hit KO or not. I don't even know. It does 120. Oh my god. Oh no. I was not winning that one. Oh no. I think really again where I think I went wrong with that was I didn't leave the Sandshrew in and go for the 10 damage onto the Pidgeot, and then have the Sandshrew get Sand Slash work a KO for a 2-hit KO. Or work a 1-hit KO. I think that's really the misplay that I made there. I'm not gonna lie. I think that was a misplay on my part. But I mean like I said, looking back at the gameplay and learning from the gameplay is like one of the most important things you could do as a TCG player, seeing where you went wrong and what you could have done differently. So I'm glad that I got the chance to look back at that and, like, you know, analyze what I did wrong. I mean, so we're not gonna end the video off on a loss, right? Like, I mean, like, we're gonna keep going, right? Like, we can't end the video on a loss. We have to keep going, and we see you, me, Is it me? Is it me or is it you? Is it both of us? Are we the same people? We are the same people. So you comes on in, and I mean, like, I gotta recover after that, you know what I mean? Like, I dropped the Cubone here because it's the literal only option in my hand. It is the literal only option in my hand. I have nothing else in my hand going for me. He has the Meowth. Oh, dude, that Meowth full art is so sick. I love that art. I love that art so much. Oh, I love it so much. Meowth has Payday, does 10 damage, and you get to draw a card whenever you use it. I'm going to go for the Pokeball here to get some deck thinning in and hopefully try to draw into some more items and supporters off the Oak. Let's see what the Oak gives me. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. And we got Sandshrew and Cubone. Okay, cool. Two very great cards here in this situation. I have double Sand Slash in hand, so that Sandshrew is clutch. That Sandshrew is clutch. I mean, I can easily pick up the 1-hit KO onto the Cubone. I can easily pick up the 1-hit KO onto the Growlithe if I can get the Sand Slash active. So I'm loving the position of cards that I have. I'm not loving the position of the cards of the situation I'm in, though. Payday is going to be able to allow him to draw a lot of cards. I can't use obviously I couldn't use Sniffle on the first turn, or Growl on the first turn. I could use Growl on the first turn to allow myself to, you know, take reduced damage. So, Payday is going to be able to deal some free 10 damage here, and then I'll let him draw a card. Again, I think Meowth is, like, the only good draw, you know, card that isn't Professor Oak in the game. It allows you to draw a card for 1 energy and deal 10 damage, and it's colorless too, so it can go in literally any deck. It's a good leader. It's a good starter. It's a good supporter, like a good Pokemon to start off with. I think the only better one is probably Moltres because it allows you to ramp energy so quickly. But hey, you know, like whatever, right? I have the red card here. I can go ahead and hit him for 1. I don't know if that was the right play because he didn't evolve. I mean. I guess he couldn't evolve because that was the first weapon. But I do hit him with the red card for 1. I mean, I go for the Growl. I'm not going to lie. I think Growl, if you're super effective against something, I think you should still deal 20 damage because it's plus 20 damage. It says plus 20 damage on the card, so I think Growl should deal damage. But hey. That's a very unpopular opinion, I am sure, is that Growl should deal damage. VGC players are terrified right now. I got the, I'm going to go ahead and start setting up this Sandshrew to be able to start attacking on my preceding turn with Sand Slash. I don't think that I can KO. Yeah, so I think I set up the Sandshrew into Sand Slash, and then I think I pick up the KO on the next turn because he's drawing way too many cards. I probably should have kept the red card, if being honest with you, especially after this Oak right now. I'm definitely feeling like an idiot. Definitely feeling not so smart right now. Moltres does come down here, and like I said, Moltres is probably the single best starter in the game, because it allows you to flip a coin to ramp X amount of energies. You flip 4 coins and then you ramp equal to the amount of heads you get. I should have evolved the Sandshrew into Sandslash here. Because he does card me and I do get punished for it. But I do draw another Sandslash, so it's okay. Never punish. LOL. I'm so good at this game. Meowth is on the... he's going to retreat into the Moltres. He's going to attach the Moltres with a fire energy. I'm going to go for that Inferno Dance, like I said. And, I mean... This is seriously, like, the most broken ability. Oh, it's 3 coins. I said 4. My bad. This is seriously the most broken ability in the game. The most broken attack in the game. Because, like, Gardevoir is a 3-stage that allows you to... And he gets 3 heads. Oh, my God. Bro, the amount of luck. Oh, my God. Bro, you know how I've been flipping Marowak coins this entire game, and I've only been getting, like, 1 head? Yeah. I'm going to go for the research here, and we're going to see if we can't maybe set some stuff up. I probably should have researched first, and then see if I got the Marowak, so I could try to pick up the 1-hit KO onto this Moltres. But mistakes were made, that's fine. I mean, I'm going to go for the Growl. It does literally nothing. Like, it won't do anything for me here. I think I'm screwed. Like, I don't see a way to win this. Like, 100, being honest, like, it doesn't feel winnable. I mean, that Inferno Dance getting 3 heads, that's something that, like, does change the entire way the game will play going forward, right? Like, I mean, like, you essentially ramp 3 energy for free. And this one, thankfully, only gives 1 head, so I'm not too far behind in it, right? Like, it's not the worst feeling in the world. But, I mean, I'm not really getting anything right now. Like, this is actually some pretty bad draws, to be honest. I can only really keep growling. I guess I could retreat into the Sandslash and start trying to do damage to this Moltres, but I mean, this Moltres will be able to attack on the next turn, doing 70. I still 2-hit KO, and I still get 2-hit KO'd by the Moltres. So I think I definitely think that I should have retreated into the Sandslash and done the 70. It's tough to say, right? Like, I mean, do the 70, have the 2-hit KO onto the Sandslash, and then, I mean, I don't know here. That's a tough call. That's a tough call. Especially if you has an Arcanine in hand already and he's just not playing it for some reason. I mean, if you're him, you should play the Arcanine, right? Like, I mean, if you're him, you should definitely play the Arcanine, so you don't risk getting hit by a red card. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's a questionable call, right? Like, I mean, I made a major misplay by not retreating into the Sandslash last turn, though. I definitely think I made a major misplay by not retreating into that Sandslash, because that Sandslash definitely could have been picking up, KOs here. I definitely, I could be picking up a KO next turn for 2, but he does have the Arcanine, so, I mean, like, the game is over, right? Like, there's nothing I can do at this point, right? Like, I mean, he is able to set up 2 Arcanines, essentially, off that Moltres' Fiery Dance. So, I mean, I'm not winning this, if I'm being honest. He goes for the Inferno Overcrush. I mean, there's nothing I can do. There's actually, at this position, nothing I could do. He does 120 base. My highest is going to be 110, even if I bring in the Cubone and go for the Marowak play. I mean, my win con here is drawing Marowak here. I didn't draw Marowak here. So my win con is nothing. I have no win con. The game is over. I have literally nothing. There was nothing, like I said, the only thing that I probably could have done better was picking that early KO onto the Moltres. That's probably the only thing I could have done better. But I mean, even then, he had already gotten the double heads, or he had gotten the quadruple heads. So, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. I mean, be sure to follow for more Pokemon Pocket videos. I mean, hopefully I don't scrub as bad as I did in this one, though. Because this one, I scrubbed pretty hard. So let's hope that the next one I do not scrub as bad at the very least. Hopefully, right?